Who is really in control? Certainly not the people. There is a small cult known as the Cabal, the Illuminati, or the 1%, who has been controlling the wealth and who control and dictate when the economy rises or falls. And that is the foundation of human control. But no one ever talks about it. Why? This is very fundamental, and I never hear any political party talk about this. I never hear anyone in the workforce talk about this. This cult has achieved economic dominance on an ever more extreme scale, thus dominance of the choices of freedom of the population by creating a situation where they can lend money that doesn't exist, known as credit, to the population, then charge interest on it, while taking as collateral land, resources, homes, and businesses. And if the population doesn't pay back the credit money, that is a figment of the imagination, created out of nothing basically, then the people issuing the credit and the banking system owned by the cult gets your wealth that does exist. And through generations, the exchange of this non-existent theoretical money called credit for real wealth resources has sucked the wealth of the world into the hands of a very few. And through that dominance of financial control, they dictate the choices of the population, or lack thereof. They dictate the choices of black people, white people, Asian people, all different kinds of people, and sexualities. Why are governments borrowing money from private banking systems, forcing the population to pay interest upon that borrowing? Why aren't governments issuing their own currency, interest-free, and lending it to the population interest-free to go about their commerce and go about their lives, creating opportunities they wouldn't otherwise have? Why are we allowing a privately owned banking system, in the end controlled by a tiny few, to issue non-existent credit money, thereby enabling them to suck the wealth out of the people if they don't pay it back? And here's the kicker. The same people who provide the credit dictate whether the economy goes up or the economy goes down. Thus, they can lend lots of money where there is a boom, then at their discretion crash the economy, thereby creating a situation where the people are unable to repay their loans. So what happens then? Those that have lent the non-existent credit and crashed the economy can then suck up all the wealth that was put up as collateral for the non-existent money. Consequently, there will be a frenzy by the cult, which owns the banking system, to suck up more wealth and resources of the world. Because of a pandemic hoax, which the cult and said banking system is behind, the economy can be easily crashed. If people want to focus on how to get their freedom back, this charade has to end. We need a system, not a communistic system, but a system where governments are able to issue the currency interest-free. Money comes into circulation by private banks lending credit, and when they lend lots of credit, there is an opportunity for lots of economic activity. And when they squeeze the credit, like in 2008, what did they say? They called it a credit crunch. When they squeeze the credit, they are taking out of circulation units of exchange, and economic activity cannot take place, thereby creating a recession. This cult, via the banking system, is constantly dictating when the economy goes up and when it goes down. There is never any talk about this during presidential campaigns or politics, because government is being controlled by the same cult controlling the private banking system. The Federal Reserve, controlled by the cult, simply keeps printing money that can't be backed, loaning the devalued currency to the masses, most of whom are unable to pay it back, thereby allowing the cult to attain all actual wealth and value of the unpaid resources. Awaken before it's too late.